They're on the phone right there. They want to speak to you.
Okay. Can I move your chair? Hello? Hello? Yes, ma'am. You mind if I put you on speaker? Will you help me to put this on speaker, please?
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Derek, my name's Renee, and I work with Mobile Crisis.
Okay.
So, can you tell me a little bit about what's going on with you?
I was just waking up expecting it to be like any other normal morning.
Okay. Can you tell me about how you was feeling before you went to sleep?
Pretty content because I spoke with one of my friends online last night and she helped me with some different discussions that we were having and in relevancy to, well, technically she helped me by allowing me to help her because she's going through some things and I was offering some advice and different things like that, and she told me that she really appreciated it and that made me feel good, so I slept pretty good.
Well, that's good. Sounds good. Sometimes we do figure that out. Sometimes when we're helping other people out, we don't even realize that it helps us in the process, huh?
Yeah.
So how are things going at Wheeler? Are you liking it over there?
Yeah, I mean, I stick to the schedule really, really good. I do what I'm supposed to do. I go out of my way with my chores and do extra tasks without anyone asking me to. And I don't seek recognition for it. And I was going to the gym for a good minute there last week. I feel like that's going to be part of a consistent routine for me anyway. But
Well, that is good. That is good.
But other than that, I'm usually pretty active. We stay pretty busy around here. Always moving on to the next thing.
So you're not having any problems falling into routine?
No, ma'am.
And you're not having any problems getting to know people, getting along okay?
No, all of my brothers actually give me a lot of compliments, especially on my articulation, being well presented, well dressed, being very kind and down to earth, you know?
Okay, that's good to hear, Derek. Now, are you on any medications right now?
No, ma'am.
No? This is gonna seem a little strange, but I do have to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
And they might be a little uncomfortable, but do you mind answering a couple questions for me?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Have you wished you were dead or wished you could go to sleep and not wake up?
No, ma'am.
Have you actually had any thoughts about killing yourself?
No.
Have you done anything, started to do anything, or prepared to do anything to end your life?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. And if, Derek, if you don't mind, go ahead and put Jahasta back on the phone for me, please.
she can hear you. It's Jacasta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what we're seeing?
So there's no defiancy, anything like that. He is doing the structure very well. However, there is a significant increase in the concerns for his mental well-being due to the disorganized thinking, the paranoia. He expressed to his case manager the other day that he was being followed, cyber attacks, lots of conversing with people, I'm assuming, that are not there. So our concern...
Now, Derek?
Yes, ma'am.
Derek, Do you recall this? Do you recall, are you possibly hearing someone else speak to you?
No, ma'am. It's an entirely different context, actually. I referenced a specific case from my past where a governmental facility that I was in got closed down because the owner sexually molested 12 minors and actually used nonprofit funds in their organization to do cocaine with the staff members. And once he went to prison and it ended up on Fox News, the residential home got closed down. I got rushed out of the facility, and by the time I had by the time I had recreated my life again, and I had a girlfriend, one of the previous staff members from that facility showed up and had sex with my girlfriend at that time. And I was talking to him about a previous case that actually happened, by the way, not something that I was just like, oh, somebody's following me. No, I wasn't even saying that. I was letting him know what happened in the past, because they were actually provoking me to talk about the past when I was clear and apparent that I've been born again and I'm alive in Jesus. As in, you know, the past version of myself is dead and gone. The new version of myself is alive in Jesus. In Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Okay.
But they kept, you know, like asking me to talk about my past, and I was like, and they told me that if I didn't, then I was kind of like, you know, it was part of the program rules and the stipulations that I write about these things. And so they kind of like made me write about it, and then are now kind of like, you know, switching the context of which that I was saying in reference to some of the things that I was talking about, that they made me talk about.
So can I ask you, Derek, when you do, when the past is getting brought up, are you able to talk to them about what it's doing to you mentally when you're going through that? Are you able to sit down and talk to them, or this is?
Well, see, that's the thing about, you know, everything in the past being in the past. And I've already told my aunt this as well. And my aunt, she didn't even recognize the specifics of everything that happened in drasticity within all of these facilities like that. When I told her the specifics, she said, have you ever actually considered contacting Dr. Phil? And I said, yeah, I actually submitted an application on his website. But, you know, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket or anything like that. I don't have an expectation for that to happen. I just figured I'd submit it and see what he thinks about it. But,
Okay.
you know,
Well, thank you for your honesty.
The past is in the past, you know. I'm a born again Christian, so everything that happened then, that's over. What we need to assess right now is the position that we're in to restructuralize and grow and help people progress forward and move to a place where we can actually have a healthy approach for these facilities. And if that starts with better background checks for the staff members, if that starts with better structural training for the staff members, more specific training for the staff members, maybe even their own psychological assessments, you know. And I'm just saying it has to start somewhere. And maybe I'm not the person to do it. Maybe I can just offer advice. Maybe I can submit the petitions. But in either case, you know, I'm just a person, just like anybody else.
So,
No.
thank you for that, Derek.
You're welcome.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So I work for MCRT, and what they are is a mobile crisis, and we have the ability to bring you into CIU if you would like to try to speak to somebody, and that's kind of up to you. I'm wanting to know how you feel about that.
Jocasta seems to think that I'm in a position right now, I guess under her assessment, that I need to at least from what she was saying, speak with someone from Eskenazi and try to get on medication of some sort.
Are you okay with that?
I'm not defying any of the authority within the program that I'm under right now. Whether I'm okay with it or not, it doesn't have any relevancy.
Well, Derek, I'm gonna place you on hold. I'm gonna involve one of our staff members to kind of get a better idea of how we can best support you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Mm. But we do know that law actually still exists, right? We know that law still exists, right? Have you ever looked up the definition of coercion before?
You're not being coerced into anything, Derek. I have a program to run here.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
it's not just, I want you to be
I was just
okay.
offering
I
some
want your
inquisitive
mental
thought.
health to be okay. But I also have to protect the men here. And part of the program requirements here is that you are compliant with all treatment recommendations.
Yes.
And I am a mental health professional and I see a mental health need.
Okay.
My entire education and background is in mental health. So I'm telling you, that's how our program runs, is you have to be compliant with treatment.
Oh, I am, and I have been.
But you have that choice. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to stay here.
That's, I am, and I have been, compliant. I would just say, there, when there is an alternative presented and the opposite of doing what you say is utter homelessness, I would say I am perfectly compliant.
I mean, there's other facilities that I can refer you to aside from the shelter.
I've been there.
You've been to Salvation Army?
Yeah, and yeah. I felt like I was doing pretty healthy here, but I feel like it has more to do with the context of that in which that I'm speaking about, rather than the fact that I'm speaking out loud.
Derek, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is our options right now. I know Jahasta is noticing a few things that are kind of standing out to her. Now, our services are completely voluntary. So I am not in any way trying to make you feel like you have to do this or need to do this. But I am going to go ahead and provide you the information.
Okay.
So if you want to come through Eskenazi, they are going to have you go through the emergency room because that is going to be the best bet in getting you, I guess, aligned with the proper channels you're going to need for medications and consistent appointments. I'm looking up your appointment and it looks like you do not have therapy until, is that?
The 26th was the.
I'm sorry, March is the psychiatry appointment.
Okay. I think
So
that's probably
I
the
guess
closest
I'm-
time they could get me in there.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear
That's
you. I'm
probably
sorry.
like the nearest that they could fit on the schedule, the nearest time they could fit on the schedule.
So, yeah, so I guess that would be, how do you feel?
I'm not trying to disappoint
you feel
anybody.
like-
I know there's nothing wrong. I'm willing to take the assessments so that you can reassure everyone that there's nothing wrong. But I'm, also in a position where, I've already expressed that we could be utilizing this time for something more beneficial. But I'm like I said, I'm not going against it. Let's do it. Let's put it in the works and see where it goes.
Do you feel comfortable with us getting you, or is that I want you to feel the most comfortable.
Getting me? What do you mean by that?
We can come and get you and bring you to the emergency room. That's part of what mobile crisis does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you feel okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And do you have any medical concerns?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and let the appropriate staff know, and we will be there shortly, okay?
Okay.
Can you make sure that she knows that we're not the shelter, we're at the residential, which is 245 North Delaware?
Yes, Jocasta told me to remind you that we're not the other shelter. We are the residential, which is 245
North Delaware.
North Delaware.
Tell her thank you, and we will be there shortly.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Derek.
Bye.
Bye.
You want to go finish quiet time? Do you smoke?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to go smoke?
Yes, please.